Hey guys, what's going on? Y'all already know what time it is. It's your boy Q from Q in the Streets Radio Show. But today, you are on my YouTube channel. So before we even start, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification bell to get all of my notifications. I have a beautiful guest in the building with me today. Oh my goodness. Wig snatcher herself. Shay Johnson is in the building, y'all.
How y'all doing when the wig snatcher is here?
First of all, you look so good.
Thank you. Shout out to my hairstylist, Heaven Hands, and makeup artist, Makeup by Barbie. Hey.
Logo. Not saying that you don't look great on TV, but you look good in person.
Thank you, my love. I really stepped it up from last season.
You look good. You look really good.
Thank you.
So how does it feel to be in Atlanta? I know these are your stomping grounds, but how does it feel to be back?
I love Atlanta. It feels really good to be back in my surroundings, around people that I really missed and loved. I feel really good and happy and positive energy, but let's get into it.
Let's get into it. She's wasting no time, and I'm not going to waste any time either. First of all, before we even start, Shay Johnson, you are so little. I just knew she was going to be like 5'10", like one of these big ATL girls.
I'm not an Amazon.
Really
I am the perfect size.
Little bite size. Yeah. So Shay, let's talk about you, and before we get into the mess, because we're going to get into the drama and all that care now. But what a lot of people don't know is that you have a nonprofit organization. You have a nonprofit organization with your brothers.
I do.
I did my homework. Now.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you was coming with that. Okay.
You have a brother who sings and another brother who is a doctor?
He's a doctor. Look at you. Swag on 10 today.
Listen, I ain't coming to play.
I do. My brother that's a doctor, his name is Dr. Joe Johnson. He's a part of the NAACP. He's a motivational speaker. And what he decided to do, it was his idea, was to bring his siblings together, myself and my other brother, MJ, who is a bachata singer. He's
talented as hell.
Spanish. Even though I don't know what he's saying half the time, it sounds beautiful, MJ. I love you, brother. So a lot of people started to ask me if I'm Spanish, and I'm not. I didn't grow up with a Spanish background.
Well, today she a little mixed today, though.
Indian today. But we did start a nonprofit called the Johnson Takeover, and we go to different high schools and colleges, and we speak to the students on the direction on where they want to go in life. And we also speak on the negativity that's happened in our life, so they possibly don't make the same mistakes we've made. So it's really positive. And
so you speak from the aspect of reality TV?
I speak from the aspect of my reality life, period. It's not just reality TV, because if you look at Love and Hip Hop, the reality show that I'm on, they can't show every part of Shay Johnson because this is not the Shay Johnson show. It's called Love and Hip Hop Miami, so it's a lot of different characters on there. So they show what they need. So when I go out and I speak with my brothers, I give them another perspective on Shay Johnson. So they have a lot of knowledge that comes from me. The negative side of entertainment, because I speak on the entertainment that I'm in. My brother MJ, he speaks on the music and the ups and downs of music. And my brother, Dr. Joe Johnson, he speaks on the educational part. So we kind of collab together and we give them an insight on life and direction. So it's really positive.
Speaking of positivity and taking your life in the right direction, you also have a fitness app that's out.
Absolutely. Shay J Fit. But actually, I hate to throw somebody up under the bus, but the company that I was working with, we decided to part separate ways because we didn't have an agreement to what was going on with the app. So now I'm working with another app to recreate what I really want. Versus,
you're lost.
No, sorry.
Well, your game.
My game, they're lost.
Your game,
but we still have ShayJFit.com. Which still has my meal plans, my resistant bands. It has everything that you need to start your fitness journey right now. And belly burners. That's my main product that everybody's buying right now.
Now, let me say this about Shay. Don't think you're going to come on, join the fitness team and not be for real about what is it you want to do. I seen the way that you were on some of my favorite people, because I come from a gospel background. So I saw the way that you was on Tim Rogers' ass, Ellie Andrews' ass.
Tim Rogers is my favorite pastor. My favorite. Look, my voice didn't went up. Favorite pastor, favorite singer. Kim Burrell is my second favorite singer. Like, Tim Rogers is such an amazing man. He breaks down that Bible in a way that I've never seen before, outside of my grandfather.
And a vocalist that will make you slap your mama.
Exactly, and your grandma.
But back to the fitness side of it, I love the way that when you were on tour and you were making sure that Leandra stayed fit and stayed healthy. Now, was it a task keeping bad food out of Leandra's hands?
I love Lee. She is amazing. She's funny. She's outgoing, but she has a story to tell just like anybody else. So it was a process trying to help her, and actually we're still in the process of trying to help her, and she's actually getting better. She's getting better. She's an amazing woman. Her voice just speaks to me. But when it came to fitness and health and the fact that she came to me for advice, it really just made me feel good. Like, wow, I'm really making a difference out here. I'm making moves. Unlike when your little friend JoJo, aka Angry Bird, was on your show and said, ain't nobody busting any moves or doing anything. Hey, let's talk about that nonprofit, Johnson Takeover. Let's talk about Shay J Fit. Hello. Let's talk about the fibroid company that I'm with right now, The Healthy Hand, helping women who have fibroids get through their symptoms. So before you talk about anybody, JoJo, make sure you know your facts, Joho. Next. Angry Bird, shout out, caw.
So just serve all of that on a platter. I'm just about to just fall through this floor. So now that we got the fibroid situation, we know that you recently had fibroid surgery and no longer have fibroids.
Fibroid free. For those that don't know what fibroids is, let me just break it down real quick. Fibroids are benign tumors that grow on your uterus, and they cause a lot of symptoms. It depends on your body. Certain people can handle them, certain people can't, like myself. I had an aggressive case. I had 4 fibroids, but there was one. This bitch was growing so big and so aggressive. My anemia shot up. I had to have blood transfusions because I was hemorrhaging. My back pain, my pelvic pain, my menstrual went from a normal 6 days to 14 days. It went from a light flow to a heavy flow to where I was having accidents everywhere, to where I even became single and stopped dating.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. I was watching one interview that you did, and you were talking about how you didn't date for a while, only due to the fact that you didn't want to have to, 1, explain it, or 2, walk around and you said, quote unquote, like bloody. You know what I'm saying?
I was considering myself to be Miss Bloody Mary. That's what I say. I can now talk about it because it's removed now, and I want to be a voice. But it was very hard dealing with it. I was embarrassed. You know, I didn't know how to deal with it. My stomach started bulging out, so Shay J Fit was put on the side because of my symptoms. I had no energy. My anemia shot up. I had no energy. I was fainting, falling out. It was so many symptoms that came along with fibroids. I didn't know how to handle it. I had no other choice but to have the surgery, not because of the symptoms, because when I went to 3 holistic doctors, because I needed several opinions, they told me what herbs to take, which suppressed my symptoms. So which went from 14 days on a menstrual cycle to 9 days. It didn't go down to my 6 days, but it went down to 9 days. My pelvic pain released. My back pain released. My menstrual wasn't as a heavy flow. My blood clots went from the size of my palm to about this size. So the only reason I had my surgery was because I could not stop going to the restrooms. When you have fibroids,
it pushes against your bladder.
Against your bladder.
Right.
How do you know that? Do you know somebody with fibroids?
No, I didn't. But when I literally stayed up all night reading up on you. Then I read up on fibroids, and I went back.
This is beautiful that you even. If you notice, a lot of women don't talk about it.
And that was my next question. Come on and just knock my questions out.
I'm
so
sorry.
My next question was going to be to you is, being that now you're so open about it, you've now been on a international television show discussing the issue that you had. Yeah. Now you're in a place where you can talk to other women about it. Would you consider being like the spokesperson and starting a movement? Because Cynthia Bailey, she had it, and she discussed it, but she doesn't really talk about it anymore. And I think you're continuously talking about it. So I think it's great that you're talking about it.
I am the voice.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Are you going to, or would you start a movement to say, hey, women, you don't have to, be ashamed of this. And This is how I overcame. These are some of the things that I overcame. And some people don't have people to talk to. So,
absolutely.
So would you start a group?
I already started.
Okay.
I got with a company called thehealthyhand.com. You can go to shopthehealthyhand.com, which they have fibroid products which can relieve your symptoms. So instead of having that long extended menstrual, instead of having a heavy menstrual and back pain and anemia and pelvic pain, they have herbs that can actually suppress your problems. Yeah. How do I know? Because I use them. My problems were suppressed. My symptoms were suppressed. But the reason I still continue with my surgery, I could not stop going to the restroom. One of my fibroid out of 4, I had 4 fibroids. One was so big, and I'm not over exaggerating. It went from the size of maybe a little peanut to growing to maybe a golf ball, to a softball, to bigger than a grapefruit. It was continuously growing. So because I couldn't stop going to the bathroom in the middle of the night, I almost had accidents. Like, this was really serious and embarrassing for me. So I went through the surgery and I removed it. But I did have the herbs to suppress my symptoms. Yeah. So shopthehealthyhand.com definitely helped me. And I'm here to be a voice for women. Women go through this every day. Do you know majority of women that have fibroids are African American?
Why do you think that?
Well, they say it's the estrogen in your body, and they don't know how to pinpoint exactly why it's happening. Because think about it like this: when I started Shay J Fit, I completely changed my eating habits.
Right.
You know,
and that's what I was going to say. Do you think it comes from the way that we African Americans eat? Do you think it has anything to do with our diet and the grease and the chicken and all that kind of carrying on?
Let's start with the foods that we have. The foods that are processed in the United States are shot up with hormone shots to produce faster because it's a business. So the more you produce, the more money you make. I understand the business. I get that. But you need to understand what you're putting into your system every day. When you go behind and eat that, you are going to have side effects. So you're going to have the cancers, the heart disease, the liver disease. You're going to have everything that comes along with eating this processed food. So what you need to do is make a change. If you don't make the change, that's on you. I'm not here to convince you.
So
I'm just telling my story.
I already bought today. I gotta throw it away.
Listen here, honey. You have to understand the way that my mother taught me and her mother taught her and her mother taught her. I get it, it's a domino effect. But I'm here to break that domino effect, that generational curse. I don't want that on my kids.
Right.
I was in a position of not being able to have kids because of fibroids.
Right.
So I didn't have a hysterectomy, I had a myomectomy. A hysterectomy is when they take your whole uterus out, you can't have kids. And a lot of women knew that. A myomectomy is when they literally just remove the fibroids. So now I can have kids. And they said the fibroids can come back, but it won't for me. And I'm speaking that into existence because I have faith. I love God.
Come on.
And on top of that.
Hold on, be careful because we'll tear all this up.
Absolutely. Absolutely. On top of that, I changed my eating habits, my mindset. And I just understand where fibroids is coming from, which is the estrogen. So because I know that, and the way my body functions might not be the way your body functions, but because I know my body, I know it's certain things I cannot eat, certain things I cannot do. So therefore the fibroids are not coming back. I'll speak that into existence.